April 15th is tax day in the United States, meaning it is the deadline for paying taxes to the state and federal governments. According to a survey by the Pew Research Center, about 60% of U.S. adults feel that corporations and wealthy people don't pay their fair share. About two-thirds supporting raising rates on large businesses and corporations, and a similar share want to raise tax rates on households earning $400,000 or more a year. Still, individual income taxes are where the government gets most of its revenue for the year, almost half, according to its own estimates. Now, Forbes recently released its annual list of billionaires around the world. The list has expanded, and the rich are even richer than ever. There are 141 billionaires in the world compared to last year, and those 2,781 are collectively worth a record of more than $14 trillion. The United States has a record number of billionaires, more than 800. China comes in second with 400. Bernard Arnault, the CEO of the luxury goods empire LVMH, and his family come in number one with a net worth of, get this, $233 billion. Tesla's Elon Musk comes in second, and Amazon's Jeff Bezos is third. Now, for more on taxes and the wealthy, we're joined by our good friend Anthony Chan. He's a former chief economist at JPMorgan Chase. Welcome, as always. I listen to those numbers and think, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Let's talk about what we have heard, though. As we mentioned, the survey from Pew, the majority of Americans want to tax corporations and the wealthy more. Now, why is there that feeling? And do you believe that the big businesses and the rich are able to navigate their way around by paying lower taxes?
Well, I think, Sean, you're correct. The upper income or the rich and corporations do find ways to minimize their taxes. But again, it's because that's the way the laws are set. And the feeling is that the rich and, of course, corporations create jobs. So therefore, it is not such a bad thing if they have a lower tax. Of course, at the lower income, when you see millionaires with a 4% tax bracket, it makes some people uncomfortable and they feel that things should be different. But again, it really depends on which political party you support, because both of them clearly have different ideas as to who should be taxed more and who should be taxed less.
Yeah, and different agendas and moving that way as well. But let's talk about President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, which is trying to build what it considers a fair tax code, including a 15% minimum tax on corporations with more than $1 billion in annual profits. Is that underway, and what has the reaction been from big companies?
Well, I think that the process is ongoing, and of course that's the goal, but it's not so easy to get there because many of these companies find ways to lower their taxes using different legal maneuvers. And of course, there hasn't been that much excitement from one political party about pushing that tax rate even higher. Biden, of course, would like to push the corporate tax even higher than 15%. He's talked about raising that rate as high as 28%. He's talked about raising taxes on people that make over $400,000. But the big surprise, Sean, is that he has not done any of that, even though it was alleged that he was going to do that if he got elected president. But the secret is that you need both political parties to pass legislation, and there's no way that one political party is going to allow Biden to get his way. So what we've seen, actually, is that Biden has cut taxes, allowed for the child care tax credit, and in reality, he's managed to cut taxes and not done a lot of increasing in taxes. He did raise the buyback tax if you're a company and you're buying back your stock, but that was a small thing, and nothing major like increasing the corporate tax rate.